What's up, everyone at Warhouse? My name is Sayers. I'm just going to be talking a little bit today about my marathon prep and my marathon journey here, and how blessed I am to be getting this athletic sponsorship from Warhouse and being their first endurance athlete. So I got into running basically on a whim, honestly. My friend, his name is Jerry, he about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit less, he started running, and I was like, you know what, I need to work on something to better myself. And here I am a year and a half later. I had always been an athlete growing up, playing really high level soccer, and I ended up not doing anything for so long after university and graduating college. And so I really just wanted to do something for myself outside of pursuing a career and working. And yeah, so now it's been 2 marathons deep. My current PR is a 3:37, so an average of like an 8:15 per mile. And in a few weeks at Long Beach Marathon, I'm going to be going for a 3:20, hopefully faster, maybe like a 3:10, which is around a 7:40. Yeah, for 26 miles, and here we go. Let's do it. And to go into a little bit of depth on how these preps go, I mean, when I first started, I had run 0 miles, you know, so my first 5K, which is 3.1 miles, was literally at like an 11, 12-minute pace, and I was dying. Like, I was stopping after every lap trying to get water. And eventually you just keep going, you keep stacking the miles, and it gets easier and easier. And depending on what your goals are, really just depends on how much you need to run, how fast you need to run, what your weeks look like. And so for me, now that I'm going for speed and actually trying to race these races instead of just trying to complete them, I'm doing around 40 miles a week, and including some speed days, some tempo days, some long run days, and some easy pace days, basically. Because you don't want to overrun yourself and get into injury. Over these 3 marathons, I've already experienced that a lot, and I've been recovering from injury. And at this point, I think I've kind of got nailed down what I need to do. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm doing 40-mile weeks. I do about 2 speed days a week, and then I try to make sure I do 1 long run a week, which I just finished peak week, and my longest run was 18 miles. And then before that, we were doing like 16 miles again the week before that. And I believe this marathon prep was about 8 weeks long, because I had just finished the last one on June 1st for the San Diego Rock and Roll. And so yeah, as long as you can keep stacking the miles and keep pushing yourself and push the pace, then you will always improve. And that's just how, yeah, consistency is key. So weight training and running kind of goes hand in hand in the sense of injury prevention. You definitely want to strengthen your legs, because as you know, when you're running 26.2 miles, you're lifting your body weight for 4 hours long, maybe longer than that, or maybe a little bit less than that. And in order to keep yourself from getting injured, you want to be hitting those heavy lifts, heavy squats, the Bulgarian split squats. You want to make sure your hips are really nice and strong, so the adductors and stuff like that. But honestly, like, I like to go to the gym because I'm consider myself more of a hybrid athlete, in the sense where I want to have a nice physique and also be able to run and do the cardio, where if you're really just looking to be a runner and push yourself in that sense, I would say being skinnier is better, being lighter is better, because you don't have to push as much weight over the long durations of time. But hitting legs is the most important thing. Like, you need to be able to make sure your legs are stronger than the rest of your body in order to just keep pushing yourself, as well as push more power. You want to be able to run faster, so you're going to have stronger legs. And yeah, I think that's it. But I would recommend always, like, going to the gym. I mean, who doesn't want to look nice while they run? You know? So that's the plus for me. So to talk about injuries and just pushing yourself and everything, over this journey, like I said, this is my 3rd one in a year and a half. My first marathon was in December. We ran the Honolulu one, and just going through and really doing my first prep and trying to add on the miles, going from 0 miles to 26.2 for the first time, was honestly, it was awful. You go from just trying to stay for 4 hours on your feet, and let alone not walking, but at least jogging the whole time. And I was going through certain injuries, not even injuries, but like twinges with my hip, with my knees. And so by the time that first marathon ran up, I wasn't very experienced with injury prevention, and I was just running as hard as I could all the time. And that's where I've learned a lot, honestly. Even for the second one, I came from Japan and just started running a whole bunch again for this prep without like building it up, and I ended up getting a stress fracture in my left shin, which led me to not running for 7 weeks before that marathon and just still ripping it. But I think since I trained so much before that, and I was so fresh from not running, I was still able to do like an hour PR. And now that we've come to this point, I've gotten a lot better with injury prevention, and We do, like Mel mentioned, we do deload weeks. We go from really high mileage weeks and pushing ourselves, and you try to increase by 10%. So say I did 16 miles as my long run at the end of that week and ran 20 miles during the week. Then that next week, I'm gonna deload and do maybe a maximum of a 10-mile run with just some speed work in between so that I can give my body some rest before the next week and increasing the mileage again to that 18-mile run, to the 20-mile run, and everything like that. So why I love running is honestly a tough question, because I love the gym. I love taking the pre-workout. I love blasting the music. I love coming in here, getting dripping sweat, working really hard. But running it's a different game. It's honestly hard. I have a love-hate relationship for it. Getting ready every early morning, trying to put on the shoes, do the stretches, and just step out the door is the hardest part. But once you start the run, you're a mile in, you're like, okay, I can finish this. I can do this. I know it's gonna push me to be better. It's gonna help me in the long run. It's gonna help me with fitness. It's gonna help me outside of fitness, because it's such a mental game that when you complete these long and hard runs and these hard feats, and that goes with anything, it helps you be better within work, within life, and just trying to accomplish other things outside of this feat itself. And so that's why I love running. I love running because it's helped give me a winning attitude, a winning mentality. It's helped me push boundaries that I never thought possible. I mean, I'm literally here making a video with Warhouse, and I'm like the shyest person ever. And so literally it just makes me think that I can accomplish almost anything, and that's why I love running. And I really, for this prep, decided to push myself because after the first marathon, my goal was 4 hours, and I got 4 hours, 30 minutes running on like bad knees, bad hips, like I was mentioning before. And during this previous marathon, after coming off injury again, I felt really hopeless, and I ended up PRing by an hour and got 3:37, and so that really pushed me to being like, okay, you know what, I can do this, I'm better at this than I think, and so I'm just gonna go for it. Hopefully we can get 3:20, 3:10, and then on the next one we can push for Boston qualification, 2:55, sub 3 hours, and we'll see what we can do. We're getting better and better every day, like by a lot better than we think, so we're excited. All right, that's basically a wrap. If you wanna like and subscribe to Warhouse, follow the journey. My name is Sayers again. I'm super excited to do this journey with you guys, and if you want to follow along me personally, my Instagram is @SayersLabor, and yeah, we're good to go. Can't wait to see you guys.